Good evening, everybody. This is Dennis Hong coming from Winnipeg. I hope that you're having a good week in the middle of the week. Today is a Wednesday. So, how are you protecting yourself? If you're not working, are you staying home? If you need to go out, are you following the rules and regulation? Because there's people that, don't follow the rules and regulation properly. For example, I heard that there's one lady ignored the rules and regulation, and she even got ticketed for about $3,000 for not obeying the rule for social distancing, etc. And this morning she found out she got COVID. This is not a child play. And some people say, is it, just fear-mongering? Or is it really that bad? It doesn't matter if it is really bad or if it is over-exaggerated. Still, this is a serious infection. Every year we tell people to do this, do that to prevent flu. And this is, you need to treat this as a seriously too. If you want to prevent flu every year and you don't want to get a flu, then why do you then taking this viral infection very lightly and not paying attention or not doing social distancing, etc.? So how do you protect yourself? If you don't have to work, you're not an essential service worker, stay home as much as you can. Yeah, you have to go buy grocery, etc. Hi, Kelly. You have to go buy grocery, etc. Great, but when you go out there, make sure that you follow the 6 feet distance, social distance rule. We were at the grocery store today, and grocery store actually make it really nice and easy. One aisle as one way, and then throughout the aisle, there's 6 feet line that they mark, but majority of the people ignore that. We're trying to follow the direction of the arrow and going in from one aisle to the next, even though the product that we wanted was in front of us in the aisle, but the arrow pointing it toward us. So we didn't go, we went around and went back in from the correct direction. Meantime, other people are walking towards you, and they are not paying that 6 feet line marker. Apparently, 6 feet line marker, like, there's nothing's happening like that. And then when we came out, we're walking in the parking lot, making sure that we're not too close to people. And this one gentleman just bolted right beside me and almost bumped into me and rushing it. And I'm looking at Cindy and said, this is 6 o'clock in the evening. You're going home. Why do you need to rush? People just don't pay attention and don't think about it. Other thing, of course, you can do to protect yourself is making yourself healthy, improving your immune system by eating properly, sleeping properly. I've been trying to go to bed no later than 11 because I get up at 6:30 in the morning, so I want my 7.5 hours sleep. So this week I've been going to bed at 11:30 the latest, so I get at least 7 hours of sleep. Sleep is a huge thing. If you don't sleep properly, your body gets stressed, then your immune system's gonna go down. The other thing is the food that you're eating. Make sure you don't eat a lot of carbohydrate and eat a lot of vegetables and fair amount of moderate amount of protein. Just keep the balance going. And then extra thing, nutritional supplement, probiotic, drinking like kombucha tea to get your gut functioning properly. Your immune system, 70% is in your gut. And then of course the physical protection. If you can, I would recommend wearing a face mask if you're gonna go into the public. If you don't have to go into the public, great. But for us in the pharmacy, we have to be there being essential. So we being at the in counter and out, we block out the in counter and we're only using one out counter so that we can manage the traffic better. And with that, what we've done is people are leaning in, so we actually literally put waiting room chair in front of the out counter to make a further distance with a sign saying 6 feet social distancing. Hi, Mary. So we get between us and the customers at least 6 feet type of thing. The day I got my Plexi Shield order that I ordered a week and a half ago came in. So the whole morning I've been installing the Plexi Shield. So with the Plexi Shield, now I got 32 inches tall Plexi Shield from my counter. My counter is about 4.5 feet tall. I like it higher counter, so I have it a little bit higher counter. And then Plexi Shield 32 inches tall, 22 inches wide. And with my cash register and everything, the Plexi Shield is just perfectly fit between the cash register and my gable on one side. So now we have about 5 inches underneath the opening so we can pass the back end stuff through and also debit machine through. And we stand behind the Plexi Shield. My other pharmacy, my second pharmacy, the opening is wider, so I actually put 2 Plexi Shields side by side to block almost 80% of the opening. But because it's a clear Plexi Shield, we can still see and we can still talk, but at least we have the physical barrier. Up here, I don't know about across Canada, I think some of the stores are doing that too, but in Winnipeg, all the grocery store has this Plexi Shield now, and I think more and more pharmacies are putting this Plexi Shield on the counter so that we get the physical barrier so we can prevent from, spitting, accidental spitting or droplet when you talk, and the Plexi Shield will have a physical barrier. So, and then washing hand. We wash hand as soon as we get into work, and then every half an hour, and depends on the patient. If the patients are really sick or got cold, etc., right away we'll go wash and we'll wipe out the counter with the alcohol wipe, etc., etc. So do whatever you need to. Don't get frustrated. It's gonna pass, but it's gonna take time. Hi, Jason. The faster it's gonna pass is when everybody help each other out by following the rule, doing the social distancing, washing your hand, using alcohol, etc., etc. And I know that some people are frustrated with pharmacies saying you can only, they can only fill a month's supply of prescription, and they think that we're making a lot of money. In actual case, that gives us a lot more work. And so with that, my pharmacists are getting exhausted. So I actually had to shorten my business hour so that I can keep the pharmacist closer shift so we have better support. And unfortunately, with that, I lost an hour of business a day. And on top of that, we've been encouraging majority of the patient to not to come into pharmacy if they don't have to, and we've been doing free delivery for them. And guess what? Delivery is free for the patient, but we have to pay for it. And so our delivery cost actually, since the COVID, it's double now. So not that we're making money, we're trying to making sure that the supply chain is there by dispensing 1 month at a time, and government's mandating that. Not just that, but suppliers and wholesalers are actually limiting how much we can order. Even you want a 3-month supply of prescription, we cannot order it because wholesaler won't ship it. And if one brand of medication is short right now. And if we're going to switch to another brand, the same medication, unless our pharmacy ordered that other brand before, if there's no history of us ordering other brand, wholesaler will not ship it to us. Yes, and if we want it, we have to fill out manual form saying that we need this because other brands short. So a lot more work for us during this time, but we're smiling and we're laughing and we are serving the customer the best as we can. So just take a deep breath, relax, do what you need to do social distancing, protecting, eating properly, and we will then all get through this together. I hope that this is helpful information and you have a better understanding of how to protect yourself and what we are doing as a pharmacist and pharmacy, and that when you come in, give us a smile. Have a great evening.